Now, if you've tried to buy a home lately, you know about the regulatory hoops you've got to jump through. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on Maria's show this morning talked about rolling back financial regulations. Well, roll tape.
We've gone too far with Dodd-Frank after the financial crisis. So this is rolling back these reforms so that community banks, regional banks can thrive and people can get mortgages and loans.
News for many of our viewers and certainly our own production team. They've been having trouble with getting a mortgage. Come on in, John Allison, former chief executive of BB&T Bank. John, mortgage applications are 7-year high. Things are going well there. But home ownership, the home ownership rate is at a 50-year low. What happened? What's happening?
Well, I think there were a combination of factors. One was that a lot of people realized that home ownership wasn't as great of investment in the financial crisis because of the fall in house prices and made them a little more cautious. On the other hand, regulation has made it much more difficult to get a home mortgage. You know, when I started in the banking business, you could get a home mortgage. It was 4 pages. Today, It's over 600 pages,
Yep.
and that got to defer a lot of people, and plus a lot of students now have a lot of debt when they come out of college.
So you don't see the situation changing. I think
yet.
One of the great social indicators that's very attractive about America is the historically very high rate of home ownership. A few years ago, it was up to about 68% of people, adults, own the home in which they live. Now it's down many percentage points from there. Any prospect of things turning around, that people go back towards owning? Youngsters, millennials, go back to home ownership. Any sign?
Yeah, I think there are some signs, and the application is one of the signs. And of course, you've had some deferred family creation, deferred marriages, and as people have children, they're more likely to get interested in home ownership. So I think the statistics will probably move back, where they'll get back to the level we had at one point, I don't know. And I'm not sure that was good, because we were incenting a lot of people to buy houses that couldn't afford them, which is one reason we had a financial crisis.
Yeah, but you know, I think it's a great thing. Home ownership, pride of ownership, that's middle America.
Sure.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to ask you about something the president is going to say today. He says college is not for everyone. What do you say?
I totally agree with that. You know, we, I think, have way over-incented going to college. You see this in the statistics. There's an increasing percentage of college graduates that end up with jobs that you don't need a college degree for. Taxi drivers, retail clerks, waiters, and what's happening, we're incenting people to go to college that really would be better off with technical training.
Yes,
and the other end of that spectrum, we have a huge shortage of plumbers and electricians that are making $100,000 a year.
Okay, John Allison, thanks for joining us, sir. Come again soon.